where ordinary food is cooked by an extraordinary person. Anyway, it's Friday night and I am going to have a go at cooking these. It's a Middle Eastern dish called Arayers. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Using some lamb mince. I'm going to put in a little bit of mint. I've got Italian parsley and I've got some Go and Techno. Woo! Let's get this happening. How big a bowl do I need? A little bit bigger than what I've got, I think. Okay, I am so excited to make these. So you make these and then you make a tahini and yogurt dipping sauce with garlic and everything. So I'm going to get into the mince. Okay, so that's open. I need to pretty much prep everything first. I'm wondering if I'm going to use a red onion or... These look absolutely delicious. You know, they just look like one of those things, you know, with the lamb mince and then they're stuffed into a pita bread. So you make this like beautiful savory mince with onion and herbs and spices. Oh, my cat thinks she can come up here. No, you can't. Hop down, hop down, hop down. And then you stuff it into the pita bread and then you fry that gently in a... So I think I'm going to use, it did say a brown onion in the recipe, so let's just stick with that. Stick with a brown onion. Yay! That's Friday night. Okay. Where's my knife? My choppy. That's my one. It's not the... I should really sharpen my knives. I have got a sharpener, but I can never... Excuse me. Gesundheit. I do have a sharpener, but I don't know if I use it maybe incorrectly. I never seem to make much difference with my knives. What's everyone doing this weekend? So this is the first time I've ever made this recipe. I'm giving it a go. It looks absolutely delicious. Spicy lamb pita pockets, fried yogurt tahini and garlic dipping sauce. I'm there. It just sounds incredible. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and cut the onion as small as possible. Yay. And I don't know, I guess you could have these with like a nice salad. I imagine these would actually be really nice with like a tahini. I've got some parsley. Yeah. I don't have any... No, I don't have all the ingredients to make tahini, so I won't be making tahini. Tabbouleh, sorry. I won't be making tabbouleh. But that would actually be really nice with these, I think. Yeah. And a bit of go in trance, because it's Friday. All right, that's half an onion. I don't know, you probably can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. Yes, this is a very ordinary kitchen. I am not a chef. I can't go choppy. Can't do anything like that. Like, I just cook food. If I can cook it, anyone can cook it. This looks amazing though. I'm excited to try this. Something different. I love I love those sort of Middle Eastern foods. The idea of like a nice, the herbs and spices look really nice. So it's got some coriander, some cumin seed. Those I'm going to put some fennel seed in, and then coriander. And what was the other one? And I bought some chives. I'm going to put some chives in as well. And then that gets stuffed into the pita bread, pan fried. I'm going to use a combination of some ghee and some olive oil. Just, yeah, I think that will be, right, a good combination. And don't worry, I'm not going to give up my day job. But if anyone wants to copy this recipe, again, like seriously, come on. If I can cook this, anyone can cook this. I am not a chef. Oh, I've just given myself onion eye. Oh, vicious. What I'm doing is I'm trying to look for the garlic. Because, of course, nothing was prepared earlier. Hang on, I do have some. I've got 2 whole cloves there, and I think that's right. Back to it. Right. Oh, this looks like nice garlic. It's hard to get nice garlic sometimes. I'm lucky where I live up here in Cairns. We have a lot of local farms, and so much stuff just comes in, you know, locally produced. So we are very lucky, and I think this is from the IGA. So I do get a lot of my meat from the IGA, so like the independent grocers, and I know they use local farms and that kind of stuff. So yeah. Right. That is looking good. Wow, these are massive cloves of garlic. I'm going to give these a nice rough chop. I think I wonder if I put these in the pestle and mortar actually. Make more of a paste to put through the lamb. Either way, I'm going to chop that up. I know the onion can go in the bowl. Let's move that. And yes, I'm going to wash my hands lots. I don't know. I'm cooking for me and I'm cooking for my family. So I don't know if people use gloves when they're at home. I have never used gloves when I'm at home. I'm a registered nurse. I've spent most of my life in a pair of gloves. The last thing I'm going to do when I come home is put on another pair of gloves to cook some food. Like, it's just not happening. I don't know. I live in Australia. I don't know. I don't know of anyone that uses gloves to cook any. If you want to use gloves when you're cooking your food, you go right ahead. But by the same token, please excuse me because I'm not. Okay, right, let's speed that up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to mix, before I mix that through, let me get this, I'm going to wash my hands. All right, so I've got my pestle and mortar. Pestle and mortar? Mortar and pestle? Oh my goodness, it's very Friday night. My brain is quite tired and it's been a long week. So these, yeah, I'm testing these out. These are definitely like a fun, easy Friday night sort of meal, I think. I don't know. I enjoy cooking, so, okay, I'm just gonna, oops. I'm gonna leave the garlic quite, a little bit chunky, not too chunky. I think that's gonna be good. Okay, so that's like a nice amount of garlic going in there. So that's my onion and garlic. Now I'm going to get our aromatics. So this is exciting. I'm going to decide what to put in. I definitely want some cumin seeds, some whole cumin seeds. Oh, they just smell so good. Okay, I should probably. What have we got? This is a teaspoon, I think. Yes, this is a teaspoon. It's going to do a teaspoon of everything, I reckon. Nice even quantities. There's some teaspoon of cumin seeds. I might put slightly less fennel seeds in just because I know they are very strong. Oh, the smell. Ooh, I'm just going to put like half a teaspoon of them in, I think. Just a little bit there. Because I think, from my experience with fennel, a lot of that is going to go, a little bit of that is going to go a long way. Okay. So I've got that. Now, coriander, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika. I'm going to put some turmeric in. Garam masala. And some turmeric. Right. Okay. So, I think with this sort of cooking, it is like it's the herbs and the aromatics that you use that really make the difference. I'm noticing my. How's that? Okay. Oh, I've turned it around. There we go. Right, I'm just turning the fan up because it has just got hot suddenly, of course. Right. So I'm going to put some turmeric in. Probably a couple of teaspoons of turmeric. Coriander. Definitely a couple of teaspoons of that. Put turmeric in. Cayenne pepper. At least 1 teaspoon of that. Some smoked paprika. About a teaspoon. See, I'm just sort of popping it in the bowl, and a little bit of ground cumin I'm going to put in. Okay, and then I'm going to give that. Oh, I'm going to give that. I know a lot of them were ground. I just want to sort of release the cumin seeds that I've put in there, and also the fennel seeds. Okay. Oh, that's smelling good. So it's made like quite a nice powder. That is going to go in. I'm just wondering if I need a little bit more of something. I'm just going to put a little bit more fennel seed in. And I do have I just hit my head. Whoopsie. Do I want some cardamom? don't think I do. I might just put one little pod. I've got one cardamom pod. I'm going to put one. It's going to break that open. And then you've got the little seeds. I'm just going to put one pod in and leave it at that. Okay. Right. Oh, wow, you can really smell just everything coming out. It's going to be delicious. A little bit more paprika. Nope. It's hard living in the tropics because everything, and I'm going to put a little bit more coriander in. Right, that looks perfect. Okay, now move them. That's ready to go. And the last thing, I'm going to chop up I've got some parsley. I'm definitely going to put that in. Such an easy dish. So like once you've got all the spices and everything together, you basically just add it all to the lamb mince. And so quite, not really the cheapest dish, I guess, because lamb mince isn't cheap. So if you wanted to make this a little bit more economically, you just use beef mince, obviously. Lamb mince is definitely more flavoursome, but you know, like if you're on a budget, you would just have the. Now I'm just going to chop up the parsley. Listening to techno cooking. Oh. All right. That's going in there. I'm going to put some more than that in. I'm just doing it a little bit at a time just because it's easier. Get rid of that. How much more? A bit more. I'll probably use most of this actually. I'm not going to chuck the stems in. I'll just get rid of. And then I'll save the mint, and I'm going to use the mint in the dipping sauce. I'm going to put that in with the tahini and yogurt. Tahini, yogurt, mint and garlic, and that's going to be a dipping sauce for these Arayers, which are like spicy lamb mince. Hope there's no chefs watching this. They're probably like, Anyway, again, if I can cook it, anyone can cook it. I'm definitely not a chef. I'm just a very ordinary person. Parsley is a little bit chunky. I'm just going to rectify that. I've distracted myself. That's a bit better. Okay. How much is there? There's a little bit left. I don't know if that's going to get used for anything, but we don't really need it. Right. Okay. Now we have in the bowl, we've got the onion, garlic, parsley, and I'm now going to pop in, this is approximately just over 500 grams of lamb mince, 20% meat, 20% fat. So that is going in, and then I'm going to also put in all of my aromatics as well. Yum. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands. All right. Let's get this mixed together. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Been ever since I watched the video of someone cooking them, I was just like, I have to have a go at making these. So I've kind of ad-libbed the herbs and spices sort of thing, but just roughly based off what I saw. I think I've maybe got too much onion. Let's see if it's going to incorporate. And then we get to stuff the pita bread. This is coming together nicely. Yum. It smells amazing. I'm hoping I've got enough aromatics. I think I did. I think I put enough in. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's going to smell good, I think. I wonder if I need a little bit more. No. No, I'm just going to trust the process. Trust the process. Yeah, no, that was heaps. Okay, I reckon that is pretty well incorporated. Okay, I'm just going to pop that to one side for a moment and have a little bit of a clean up because it's getting a bit crazy. These are going to be amazing savoury lamb Arayers. So apparently this is a Middle Eastern dish. Okay, let's get rid of all of the garbage. Okay. Ah, that's right. And I had some chives that I wanted to put through as well. I am going to put some of these in. Okay. Give that another squish just to incorporate. So I just put some chives in as well. We've got an onion, garlic, we have cayenne pepper, cumin, fennel seeds, cumin seeds, coriander, cayenne pepper, turmeric, and some smoked paprika. Right, that is that. Now, I'll finish cleaning up because it's getting messy. I feel like this is a bit of a crazy live. No one's on, so it's okay. Anyway, I'm going to finish this because I feel like I've started it and now, yeah, I'm committed. Okay, let's give this a clean down. All right, now I've got my little pita breads. I can't see me using these for anything else, so let's see how many we've got. So I'm going to cut them in half to start with. So the mince was $10. I think this was maybe, might have been $4 or more, a little bit more, because it is Mission. Might have been a little bit more than $4. So yeah, maybe $20 all up for this meal. We'll see how many it'll make. It's not too bad. It's not amazing though. Like, there are cheaper meals, obviously. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8. So I'm going to divide my meat up accordingly. So I'm going to go, what I actually find the most easiest thing to do is get a scale. Right. Oops. And I'm actually going to pick, hang on, this is going to be a bit crazy. You're going to think I'm insane, but anyway. All right. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to 0 it. Put the meat back in. And I've got 728. 728. That is 91 grams. 91 grams per pita bread, right? Easy. So we're going to 0 that. And then I'm going to, what do we got? 70. Oh, these are going to be pretty chunky. This is going to be good. I was worried I wouldn't have enough. What do we got? 87, a little bit more. 91, perfect. Right. I'm going to get a plate. Where are we? Woo, we need some room. Here we go. Move that, move that, move that. There, right. So, okay, I've got 91 grams. That is going in here. And then you just push it into all the edges of the pita bread. And look, and then I'm going to pop the lid back on, you know, make sure it all stays together as best I can. Right, so there I've got the lamb meat filling in the pita bread. Okay, another one we're going to go. I'm doing 91. That's going to give me nice even between the 8 pitas. 91. Okay. Pop it in and then give it a nice squish down. I'm squishing it right up into the back and then squishing it sort of more forward. Okay, so these are going to be great. Okay, that's 2. Another one. So yeah, all I did then was just went, the total amount of mince was this much, and then I divided it by 8 because that's how many pita breads I have. So it was 728 grams. So 72 is 9/8, and then the 8 is 1. So that's 91 grams per pita bread. You could use a calculator. I didn't have a calculator, so I had to use my brain. Okay. 3. Whoops. Whoa, 111. Oh, that's a lucky number. 98, still too many. Oops. Come on. $91. Okay, so we're up to number 4. We're halfway. Okay. So I'm just packing these into the pita breads. So these have all the, I'll just go through it again. So what is it? Garlic, onion, parsley. I've got some chives. Then I'm in the pestle and mortar. I've ground up some coriander, fennel seeds, cumin seeds, turmeric, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, and coriander. So, and we have 4 to go, and then we're going to fry them up, which is, yeah. And then while they're cooking, or maybe just before I cook them, I'm going to make up the tahini and yogurt dipping sauce. It's got garlic in it as well. Come on. Okay, 91 grams. Let's go. I'm being pedantic because I want to have enough to do all 8. And this is actually quite a nice amount that's I'm getting in each one, so it's working. Lovely. Okay, I've got 4 here. And three to go. Oh, I thought that was so close. Oh. 91. These are going to be amazing. I can't wait to try them. Okay, so that one's all stuffed in there. Yum. Give them a good squish down. Okay, last 2. Hopefully I've done the maths right. $91. And how much is left? The moment of truth. Oh, this one's going to have a bit more onion in it. A little bit less. I'm going to put a bit of that. That's better. Okay. And I'm just squishing the meat out into the corners. Squishing the lid on. Okay, that's that. And lucky last. Okay. Vera's kitchen, where Ordinary food is cooked by an extraordinary person. Oh dear. Okay. Here we go. I have a feeling these are going to become a staple in my kitchen. So I do have a bit of leftover onion. Obviously, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to chuck that in the bin. And that can go in the sink for washing up. Washing my hands again. Get all that meat off them. Okay. This is as real as it gets. Okay, I even think my battery's going to run out. Let's get these cooked up quickly. So you guys can see the final product. Okay. Yes, good. You can see. I'm going to dog lead. Ta-da. Okay, so got them. You've got to have a bit of a pause for dancing. Okay. Hey, hey. I'm going to cook these in a little bit of ghee. Hey, hey. And obviously some olive oil. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hot flush. Gone bright red. Okay. And a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to cook these. I reckon I'm going to fit a few in the pan at a time. We'll see how we go. All right. Oh, helps if you put the oven on. Okay. These are going to be amazing. Oh my goodness. All right, so while that is cooking, while we're waiting for that to heat up, I think what I should do is probably get the dipping sauce happening. So I'm going to use some tahini. I'm just going to wing this, and we also need some lemon. Okay. So I've got some high protein Greek yogurt. I'm going to use some of that. I'm just waiting for the oil to heat up. So I thought I may as well start this. I'm going to go for about a cup, I reckon. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can. How is it? little bit more. Okay, so that's the Greek yogurt. And then I'm going to use some tahini. Just a little bit more. There we go. Right, I reckon that looks like a good combination. Okay, put a bit of salt in. Ah. And I know it's terrible to use this sort of garlic, but just because it's so kind of mashed up already and I don't want it, I'm just going to put some of that in there. I think that I might put a little bit more garlic. I'll see how that goes. I'm just going to... So this is just yogurt, tahini, and garlic. Oh, that's yummy. Do I need a little bit more garlic? I'm wondering. There we go. So that is our garlic tahini dipping sauce. And now we can get back to, I think our oil is now heated up pretty well. Yes, looking good. I'm going to get these in. Maybe a little bit more. Not quite hot enough yet, I don't think. So I'm cooking mine in a combination of ghee and olive oil, and just very, like, there's probably not even half a centimetre of oil in the pan. That's okay, that's smelling good. One, two, can I get three? I'm hoping I can get three in. Yes. All right, we're going to be doing 3 at a time. Yay! So, if you've just joined me, welcome. We are cooking Arayers. So, I have prepared lamb mince with various herbs and spices. I have then stuffed them into pitas, and I'm now cooking them. And I have made a tahini and yogurt dipping sauce with a bit of garlic in there, and I'm going to have some lemon juice at the end. So I'm just doing the first lot here. I'm just cooking the first lot. I'm going to grab and this is the first time I've cooked these. So I saw this on, I think it was Facebook, and got really quite excited and thought I have to try these. They looked absolutely amazing. Okay, now I'm going to turn them down a bit, simply because we want all the lamb to cook all the way through. We don't want them to cook too fast. Obviously we don't want them to burn. What's everyone doing? It's Friday night. I'm cooking, so. Okay. Let's see. Okay, they need to be turned. Nice. Okay, and the last one. Okay. I cannot wait to try these. I have been, yeah. The first time I saw the recipe, I was like, I have to give these a go. It just looks absolutely amazing. And so easy, just for a Friday night, just amazing. So just the lamb mince, obviously a little bit on the expensive side. You could make them a bit cheaper, I think, if you put maybe beef mince in instead. Just going to turn these around. Okay. Cook the other side of these ones. That's it. I think this one can probably stand that up a bit. Oh, these are going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Arayers. So my first time making these, I'm using lamb mince and various herbs and spices, and then I can't wait to try this. This tastes delicious. It's a garlic, yogurt and tahini dipping sauce. So these are going to go in there. Going to do the other side of these. That's looking pretty good. That looks amazing. Just want these to cook all the way through, obviously. It wouldn't be a good look if they weren't cooked all the way through. But they are reasonably thin. They're not too thick. So that side a little bit more, that side a little bit more. Shall I see? Oh, who wants to try one with me? Okay. Oh, that's not a knife. Whoops. Oh, crunchy. How is it? Yeah, nice. Juicy. Yum. Okay, let me get a bit of that. Dipping sauce. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Mmm. Oh. baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mmm. Whoa. That's incredible. Okay. I am sold. Oh. Okay. I was not prepared for how good that is. Oh, that is everything my mouth was hoping it would be. All right, I'm going to do some more. I'm just going to clean out my pan because I have had a few onion casualties. Oh, absolutely incredible. Okay, so that was a success. Arayers, look, you just can't muck it up. Just put some herbs and spices in with some lamb mince, shove it in a pita, cook it in a pan, make up a dipping sauce with yogurt, tahini, and some garlic. You guys, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go, and my phone's about to die anyway, so have a great night. Bye.